sends it out to the left wing. Falatea, little stop and drop shot off the glass. It goes. Bank shot is home for Oregon.
That's a beautiful touch right there.
She could just shoot over her player, and that's exactly what she did. That's what you need to do sometimes.
Amy Jones working around, but it gets stolen away by Oregon. It's Falatea pushing ahead. Mevius thought about taking the three-pointer, now finds a cutting Sarah Rambis inside.
Thought she had action off glass. Mevius wants to push. Catch, shoot, bam! Falatea, and could Oregon use her? Ball up for grabs into the hands of Falatea. How about that? And I mean, Whitfield ran the floor and beat everybody.
The rest, the natural lefty going to her strong hand, and then
Mevius doing her thing. Doesn't have a lot of help. She's going to wait. Falatea, bam! Walk us through it, Elise.
Well, Oregon can really beat you in a lot of different ways. This is just ball pressure. Andrews loses her feet. It's a good no call. It's Mevius with the pressure.
That one misses, a little bit too strong off back iron. Mevius able to grab it out to Alexis Whitfield. Now Falatea, three-pointer. Rattles in, finally drops in. Looking to have a good last year in college hoops. Falatea kicks it out, three-pointer on the way from Mevius, and that one falls through for 2 points. As we take a look at the Mevius three-pointer, but Oregon coming out of the time.
Against players like Filipina Che and Sarah Rambis, Amina Muhammad, whoever she's been matched up against tonight, she has not had success offensively.
Che kicks it out to Falatea, and Falatea hits the three-pointer. 81 points, first in the AAC conference, and so far, they've only been held to 27.
They've have one three-pointer on 9 attempts so far tonight. Not even 50% from the free throw line.
Falatea hits the three-pointer. Nani Falatea, transfer over from BYU. She missed the first 5 games last season due to an injury, but Kelly still without a point for the first 7 minutes. Now in the corner, Falatea, open three, gets it! Came out swinging. 4 of 10 from beyond the arc. And it's been a big reason they have this big lead. Oregon moving the ball up quickly. Trying to find a good look inside. Mevius outside to Falatea from the top of the key. Yes! Other side of this break here on Big Ten Plus. Out to Scott. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Scott needs to get a shot off. Guarded by Whitfield. Stolen away by Mevius. She poked it away. Up ahead to Falatea. No one's in front of her. Easy lay-in for Falatea.
And just look how fast.
We'll take a look at the last steal for the Ducks as Mevius tipped it away and then up ahead. Great recognition to get to Falatea, who was all alone. Now Falatea lets it go. Connects! Falatea 8 of 15 from her last 6 games from three-point range.
Oh, the both of them, and Nani Falatea connecting on a three-pointer. So what goes up must come down. And
for the Ducks, it's been coming down in the hoop. Ducks lead by 5 at the end of the first quarter. We're back after this on Big Ten Plus.
We're 7,200 here today. A lot of the fans have made their way to go watch that championship game, but they took turns, they split it up. They're getting it done here in Eugene as well.
That's a great point.
On the offensive end, you got to take advantage if you're Oregon. Baseline, Scott, wrap around, Falatea, you bet. Good hands play, sponsored by Allstate. Let's take a look. Read what the defense gives you. Who's open and who doesn't want to commit that final foul. That's Juju Watkins. She can't go out too heavily on Falatea, and they know it. Skip across. It was a good.
And her 4th three-pointer of the season, and coming at an ideal time for the Falcons.
Falatea feeds a Tute down low, driving in and gets fouled on the way up. She'll go to the stripe, looking to convert on the and one. A Tute making her presence known, but off the mark there. Falatea, good feed to Rambis, who's all alone inside. The Falcons, they've been averaging 55 points to opponents all year long, and Oregon well over that mark. Falatea inside to Che, another feed inside, and there. That's what's been working all day for Oregon.
First time seeing it in a Ducks uniform.
And again, stolen away by Fiso, up ahead to a Tute. Now Falatea on the right wing. Back-to-back threes for Oregon. Little high five from Falatea and Fiso as those two connect. Tom able to get into Sharf. And he gets tipped and stolen away by Falatea. Pushing up ahead to Whitfield. Whitfield over underneath the basket, gets it to Long, cutting underneath, and Long gets one to fall. Che over everybody, out to Kelly, and then Falatea on the right wing. Yes! Falatea, her second three-pointer of the night.
And now, the Ducks on a 7-0 run can get even closer. Falatea with a good take. Back-to-back buckets for her. Shauna Green says timeout.
Kelly's going to be the one you want to have the ball in this situation.
With a double team to a Tute swing out for Falatea. Hits it at the horn. It's good. It counts. And that makes it a 1-point game.
Someone we haven't seen in a while, Philly Che, on the bench for Oregon. It looks like they're going to stick with the lineup they have now.
Guess who? Falatea could give Oregon the lead over Bryant. Got it, and the foul. And Oregon's back in front.
Count the basket, foul number 1, Genesis.
Whitfield to Trigger, in from Muhammad to Falatea. Baseline drive. What a nifty spinning layup, and cuts it to 2.
Oregon is going to be a dangerous team because of their depth from the bench, including Nani Falatea.
They've only allowed 6 points. It's just offensively, they've got to move the ball. Get Sarah Williams some touches.
That rattles home a three-pointer for Nani Falatea. Deja Kelly leading the way for Oregon. You know, it's been a process for Coach Mosley, given where she's trying to bring this program from. You know, a huge rebuilding effort. But you were telling me how much you just love her demeanor on the sidelines. That's a great look, and Muhammad scores again. Check. Oregon was able to. They're up by double digits. A whirling pass by Mevius. Here's Falatea stepping in. That's the highlight reel right there, that play. Take a look at this that led into that.
Excellent. She's got good vision. A gold medalist with Germany 3-on-3. Spinning it to Falatea, and that opens up the defense. You can just see the defense shift.
Mariah Murray still without a 3 here in conference play, now in the 5th game of conference play for the Lady Lions. Falatea gets Merkel down low. Beautiful play. Mevius with 3 steals above her average, doubling it. Here's Campbell up top. Lady Lions trying to get back into it. Falatea takes right back over the other way to the rim. Right hand layup, good. Possession, and we will step aside here with the media timeout after we take a quick look at this replay from Nani Falatea's own look, trying to force Oregon into some threes because that's where they've struggled so far this season. Shooting below 30%. They take one, and it is going to be perfect. Sarah Rambis on the floor now for the Ducks. She sets the screen here as Falatea goes left. Left hand finish. Perfect touch from Falatea. She's got 9.
Able to find Whitfield. Long driving baseline. Back outside, Falatea open for 3. She answers. 37-15 lead at one point. Oregon was able to chip. And that'll be her first foul of the afternoon. Petty trying to find Gray. That one's knocked away. Falatea comes away with it. Falatea, the lob up top to Muhammad. Can Oregon answer? Falatea, guarded by Gray. Drives inside. Euro step. Up and under. Reverse is good for Falatea.
Great pass by Rambis, but it's great recognition, too, by Muhammad. Another turnover as well.
Ducks go full court press. Bell comes away with it in the corner. It's Falatea, 3-pointer. Oh, yeah! Falatea buries it from the corner. Che over to Falatea. Another 3-pointer. Oh, yeah, again!
Just take care of business here in the 4th quarter and walk away with the victory.
Falatea, bounce pass to Muhammad, inside. And Muhammad finishes with the lay-in.
Downstairs by Tate.
Falatea lets a 3 fly, and Oregon is perfect from deep. 3 for 3 right now is another great sign for Kelly Graves.
Well, the script has been flipped because Oregon has...
Falatea drills the 3-pointer.
entire bench for Oregon is up after that triple. Drops home yet again. 6 of 8 from 3 for Oregon right now, is raining threes on the road for the Ducks.
Falatea looked to get the shot off.
And then part of the under 19 and under 17 teams. What a great addition she's been for Maryland. Outside, that one's good. Tonight. And the clock winding down, third quarter. About to be finished and take a little momentum in. Will the Ducks after the make by Falatea.
Again, tough sledding offensively for UCLA. Strange game on offense for both clubs. Oh, baby! Falatea, take that! Speaking of the Super Bowl, looks like a fullback protecting that ball all the way to the cup.
Barrel through, get off the screen, split the middle. Yeah, little flood action off the ball and make something happen.
Throws it right to the hands of Falatea. Dugalic, will she try and contest? Oh, big bucket by Nani.
Tamir Gardner that UCLA is used to seeing. Look at Falatea again, coast to coast. Best defender in the nation, Falatea says.
Flashes home the triple on the offensive rebound after her free throw miss. Falatea gets it right back. The switch, and you got to go inside to Che. Rice is guarding her. Instead, wow, Falatea hits her second triple. It gets the BYU transfer from Triple Land is true.
One of the aspects of this Minnesota Gopher team that makes them difficult to defend is any one of their players on any given night can be their leading scorer. We talk a lot about how any one of them can score, and we're seeing that early.
But can't finish that one either.
Not going to see many players be able to stop Alexis Markowski that easy in the post.
Here's a three from Falatea, and that is good.
That was a quick start, already 7-0. Less than 2 minutes in, Nebraska's going to have to find some offense, and Oregon gets a steal here.
And here's the steal. Falatea will bring it up. Pitch and catch. Kelly will take the three. That is good. What a fun one. Kick to the corner. There's Bell. Three ball is good. That was from Falatea. Muhammad from the top of the key goes inside to Che. Double team kick out. Here's a three. That is money. Inside Pinnacle Bank Arena. Kelly kicks out. Three ball. That is good. Timeout, Nebraska. A huge three. Kelly kicks out. Here's a three. Way over everything. Underneath was Falatea to pick it up. Shot clock training. Three. Rattles home. Is going crazy. Falatea going to work. All the way to the bucket. 83-90 is our score. Here you can see a great move there from Falatea, basically going to the cup untouched.
Bench option here for the Ducks. Sees time in just about every game this season.
Brandt's also in for Rutgers. Falatea to the hoop, able to float in a basket.
Both these teams, well, forced turnovers.
Gotten a little sloppy here in the last couple minutes for both sides. Halfway through the second quarter of play, Scott attacking on Ledeen, floating it up and getting it to go. Peyton Scott.
So the Oregon Ducks will have to wait to the NCAA tournament to pick up their 20th win on the season. Falatea hits a three.